one.
Hello everybody and welcome back to BSG Online 2. In just a moment, Chfou is going to be running Herc's Adventures. So yeah, I'm just gonna shut up here and let him do the talking because he knows a lot more about this game than I do. So yeah, have fun.
Yes, I sure do, because I'm the only runner of this game, but this game is really fun. And just a 1997 game made by LucasArts. And yes, it has a lot of similarities with Zombies Ate My Neighbors, at least for the gameplay. And for the story, it's just Hades kidnapped Persephone. Greece is having a bad time, and you have to save the day.
I will say, like, I'm now seeing the first pictures of this, and I hadn't actually looked up the game before. I'm getting some CDI vibes here, and I'm already loving it.
It's on the PS1, and I'm playing with the PSN version. So yeah, it's basically you will see some. You won't see any cutscenes though, because I'm gonna skip them all. But the voice acting is something in this game. I recommend to check it out. And we are going to start the run, and the timer is going to start when the loading fades out and the game fades in, just after the character selection. We're gonna play as Atlanta. And the run starts right about now. So the goal of this game is to go to the underworld and bring back Persephone, but for that we need to work with the other gods. They have some tasks for us to do, and we need to do them to get their key. And for now, for the first part of the game, I'm just collecting enough gold for the next part, and some items and weapons, like the spears. And the spears can make me gain stamina. If you see the blue bar, which is filling up when I run. Normally I should be losing some stamina when I run, but when you are throwing spear while running, especially with Atlanta, you gain stamina. Because the three characters have different stats at the start. Have different stats at the start, and Athena Atlanta has the lowest HP and stamina, which makes her not really great at lifting things, because lifting costs a lot of stamina. But she's the one that depletes his stamina the slowest when running, and which is really useful for a speedrun, because running is basically what we are gonna do most of the time. So for now, I'm just going back to the next part of the game, because the first part is basically a tutorial to make you learn each move, so how to jump, attack, use weapon and items. And one of the most used items will be the bomb, which deals a lot of damage in a zone, in an area. I'm getting stuck there because of skeletons. So, and how the bomb works is that it deals 10 hits, 10 HP per bomb, except if you have until you have the enemy has 30 HP. So what does that mean is just if you have 10 HP, it kills you. If you have 20 HP, it double hits the enemy, so it kills the enemy, and if you have more than that, it just does 10 damage. And one of the most useful thing with Atlanta is that she can her special attack when holding the attack button is a volley of arrows that can target things that are off screen or just not reachable at this point of the game. Go, the art give me like full health and give me 10 more max HP. And for now I'm just gonna skip this boss, because we are going to backtrack in this part, and we're just gonna kill it on the way back. So yeah. And this game is quite easy to learn. Even though I'm still the only runner of this game, I can assure you the game is not that hard to learn. Just the control can be a bit iffy, but it's easy, and unfortunately it has a lot of backtracks. You're gonna see me go to several places multiple times, like this one. Next road the game. So for now, the story, we should have been we should go north to the map, because that's where Hades is. But instead, we need to make a detour to the next city called Elis, because we just need a more stamina to be able to lift bigger rocks. And so that's what we are going to do right about now. And that's also why I just stacked up a bunch of gold, because I'm gonna spend everything I have for now on stamina. Which is this guy, the muscle man, just for 1 gold, give me back all of my stamina and give me 20 more stamina. I'm going to do that until I have around like 260 stamina, because I'm gonna need it for the next part. So the cutscene I just skipped before was Zeus telling me to go see his wife Hera, because she has a task for us to help us in our quest. But we can skip the dialogue and just go straight through where the quest is. Because Hera is a bit to the north from where I am. But we really don't need to do that. So I'm just gonna go straight to the next objective. And I'm also going to count some spears, because I need multiple of 80 to get gyros, which is the item like just right to the bomb. And gyros are the healing items of the game. Give back 90 health and 50 stamina. So now we can lift buildings to get either gold, gyros, or whatever is under there. Like those buildings always have 20 spears. And this one also always have a dumbbell. Just gonna take
Mind if I come in with a quick donation?
Sure.
We just got 20 euros from Boney saying, good luck to Chfou and all the other runners this weekend. Great to see everyone showing off their skills for a good cause. May your splits be gold and your PBs amazing. Thank you very much for that donation. And that went to the file name or Hamlet name for Darkest Dungeon, which is now in Boneyard with 20 euros. If you want to change that name, that's what it'll take. Thank you very much, Boney.
Right, so the task Hera gives us is to bring back to her the core named Io, which is here. And we're just gonna lift her up. Come on. A pass, thank you. And just gonna lift her up to Hera. So quite some distance to travel. But we are gonna do it safely. Like, just just to reassure you, no cars were armed during this game for this speedrun. As you can see, the car is also a weapon, and throw it on the soldiers. Just throw up to gain a little boost. Get back some stamina. And we are gonna finish the rest of the travel. So Hera is happy, she gave us the H key, which can open door with an H on it. Putting some spears, get back some stamina, and we are good to go back to where we were. And that's a great time to either talk about donation or anything else.
Yeah, no problem. Hello everyone, you are currently watching the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly marathons in the Benelux for speedrunners. Due to the current situation surrounding COVID-19, we're doing our second BSG online event with streamers from both the Benelux and the rest of the world, bringing you entertainment during the lockdown. We're currently raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. All of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society, so be sure to get those in. And be sure to put them to one of our fantastic donation incentives. And if I can recommend one, we've got two really cool ones coming up. We've got the Harry Potter cosplay, which is currently sitting at 5 out of 60 euros. And we've got the blindfolded boss fight in Fury, which is currently already sitting at 34 out of 60. So that one's getting quite close to getting met. So yeah, be sure to get them in, and let's see if we can make that happen.
Now we are gonna fight the boss we saw earlier. And I missed it. Already missed it. He's gonna go straight down. It's clearly not the ideal solution. If he's shooting a laser right as he destroyed the barrier, it's gonna be a bad behavior. It's not a really good fight for now. The problem with fighting him there is just the ground is covered in mud, which slows you down a lot. Okay. And you can't escape him if he's running towards you in the mud. And we got the A key, one giant boar, and we gave it to that guy. We gave the boar to that guy, so it gave us a heart. And we can proceed to the next section. As, if you play normally, you would be tempted to go there, even without seeing the boss. But what awaits you is just a door with an A on it, and you don't have the key, and this guy just tells you that the giant boar ate Rufus, and Rufus has the key to the door. So you really have to fight that boss in order to proceed here. And if you did kill the boss and straight go where I'm going, you are blocked by that rock, which tells you that you need to go to Alice to strengthen yourself. You'll be able to lift that rock. As your lifting capacities are tied to your max stamina, and if you have under 100 stamina, you can't lift really heavy objects like these rocks. And if you have over 100, you can. It's 60, it's 40 for those rocks, 60 for the building, and above 100 for big objects. Now we are going to see our next god, which is Poseidon, who also has a task for us. One more. 1, 2 bombs. They took 40 HP of damage to be defeated. So one building is 20 and bombs are 10 for those. Exhaust fish deals 2 points of HP of damage and pushes you towards the direction opposite of them, which can be really tragic if you're not in the good place. I'm missing one gold. Hopefully it's not bad. I don't really care about my health right now because I have 6 gyros and I'm gonna have to heal no matter what during this boss fight. Poseidon just tell us that the Minotaur in Crete needs to be killed. I don't remember the real reason why, but he needs to get killed. So we are going to fight him in his labyrinth, in his maze. I'm gonna get 1 gold first and another gyro. So the labyrinth is filled with traps, and the Minotaur tries to crush you before even trying to fight. So I'm using this weapon, which is Hot Breath right now, because it's homing and deals 1 HP of damage. And the reason why is just everything except his own axe will deal 1 HP of damage. I can hit him, it just deals 1 HP. I'm just gonna save up on stamina because I need at least 10 stamina to be able to lift something. Missing 1 lift. It's stuck there. That's not good. There we go. Here. And that's the Minotaur fight. I get his head. I don't forget the head, otherwise you can't proceed. Like, you will be stuck 20 minutes later. That's really not good. Take the bombs. Kill that soldier so he can spawn that gold. That's here's under those. And those soldiers have 15 HP. So 1 bomb still kills them. Grabbing this magic potion, because we are gonna use it in a few moments. I don't want to get a lot of spears because I need to use them up. Use them all, so it doesn't clutter my inventory. For now I'm just waiting for stamina to refill. We're on our way to our 3rd boss, which is really strange because we have 2 bosses back to back, and we can't skip them. Because one is mandatory to proceed and the other one has a key to go back to Poseidon. I'm missing 1 thunder. I forgot to get them. And the next fight is Talos. I messed up a bit. There we go. So Talos just takes 30 hits per phase. Like each time you put his helmet down, he has to pick him up and needs to take 30 damage before moving to the next phase. And just run around throwing bombs and trying to cleave you. It can also drop unlit bombs, which can add up to our stack. Normally in a normal fight we should get at least one stack of bombs. Because you need those to be able to drop that, to drop the helmet. I messed up a lot there, because that shouldn't be happening. It's still fine. There we go, that's the last phase. He's dead. We get 3 more gold. This key, there's the D key. And we're back to the next zone. Which isn't Greece, but it's Egypt. Because why not? And Egypt has aliens. Because that's what happens during the ancient Greece, right? During this period. It's Martian aliens shooting laser. But that's not our concern for now. We need to go there to pick up one specific item that will help us go back to Greece. But for now, because in Egypt, one girl just tells us that we can go to Greece, but we need to help her first. And she needs the lipstick. Oh, that's a lot of gold, that's really good. Like, it's really rare that soldiers drop gold, but when it happens, it's really good. And I'm glad I have so many gyros as well. Because we need 2 more to open this door. I'm jumping there to avoid a voice trigger. And we'll need a few more gyros there to get those voodoo dolls which shrink down the enemy. Get H and P key. We're gonna use it in a few moments.
Mind if I do another donation real quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
We just got an €81 donation from Tiny Tim saying, "Hey all, unmet donation incentives. We certainly can't have that now, can we? Cheers." And with that, we have met the incentives for both the Harry Potter cosplay and the blindfolded boss fight in Fury. So really thank you very much, Tiny Tim, for getting those 2 met.
Thank you very much. I'm really looking for the Fury blindfolded. Gonna be something to see.
Yeah, with both of those now met, we've got some pretty cool stuff to look out for, certainly.
Oh, by the way, the lipstick I got is a weapon. It's on the slot with the weapon. It deals just 3 damage, and that's stupid animation. Which is the same as the pepper breath. We gave 1 bug to the guy on top, which his name was Bobby and he wanted a bug, so we gave him and he gave us 1 heart and some ray guns. I'm gonna regret using those sanders because I need them for later. It's not mandatory, but it helps a lot with the final boss. We get the gold. If you have more than 20 gold, it says you're rich. Get the lipstick. She opens us 3 doors for us. One contains password, a sandal, 3 gold. And it's also guarded by aliens. The other one is right there. Gave us another stack of 30 ray guns. And I have to wait for this laser to go away. And the last one gave us 1 more gold. I'm gonna skip the spears because I don't want to trap them. So laser deals 20 hits on everything except bosses. On bosses it just deals 10 hits. But if you line up properly, you can hit twice with 1 ammo. And I'm trying to go for it if I can. And now we are back again to this place, but we are gonna be a bit... it's gonna be a bit shorter. For a few reasons, because now I don't need to get the lipstick back. But I still need to go back to Greece. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use all of the spears. It's easier to cycle through my inventory afterwards. And the H key respawn, but not the P key. And that's something interesting in this game. Just some items respawn if you leave the area and re-enter it, but some are just permanently despawning. Like the P key. Oh, grab the gold. Fire shot. Go doodle and then back to... like close where this lipstick is, but we are not going down, we are going left. To this place, which is the Sparta Express. That's why we need GHK. We are going back to Sparta. Because we are going... as you can see, we are gonna backtrack again from Sparta to where we went previously. Let's go grab this gold and the gyro. Skip past those guys to go down there, which is an open door, which opens only if you talk to Poseidon first. If I went there first time I went to Sparta, the door would have been closed and a guy protecting the door would have said only Poseidon's friends can go through this way. And now since we talked to Poseidon, we are obviously his friend. And we can go through that door. We are going back to Crete actually, in this part. But not the labyrinth, just a small part next to it. We give a gold to the guy who cannot be bribed. And it's 1 gold, we give in 1 password, which is the item word. We still have 1 of them. That's good. Because we need another one to open another path, another way. Like down there. Bombs. Here is it. And now it's just shopping time. We need a lot of matchsticks. of flamethrowers. You get 20 stacks per 2 gold. So I'm gonna spend all of my gold there. And to have a stack of around 180 to 200. One goes there, and there is a dumbbell here, and I can just go back. I have 200, which is what we need for the run. A bit less, but 200 is for safety reason. Take the catapult back. And we are going to go to Sparta again, because we need to backtrack another time. That's what the game does you casually. You really have to backtrack a lot of time for everything. But fortunately enough, since we left Sparta and went back again, we can grab everything once more. And that's what I'm gonna do. Grabbing the gyro, this gold, and get back to Elis and Lerna, then to Poseidon. And if you have anything to say, for now, you can go ahead. I'm gonna take one more gyro. For the rest of the game, I just need 3 gold. I already have 1, I just need 2 more. And this is going to be useful at the end of the run. So Cyclops have 100 HP and each volley fires either 6 or 8 shots that deal 8 damage. So if you line up a few volleys correctly, it goes down really fast. Again, another backtrack to this part. The Thunderbolt doesn't respawn there, even though we left the area and get back again. Same for the big rock that had a coin on it, under it. And the same for the giant boar boss, doesn't respawn. Now we're not back to Poseidon yet. What we are going to go is down. Because now we can lift this rock, and that opens a way for another boss, which we shouldn't be able to know we have to fight him before a long time, which is the Hydra, and that's why we need the flamethrowers. As you cannot kill that boss without them. I'm gonna preemptively heal up. As each time you kill a head, you have to use a flamethrower to make sure it doesn't grow back. And once all the 4 heads have been done, you get 1 grape. You get some grapes. Which doesn't do anything, but is used for trading for a key for Dionysus. Which you will see just 1 time, just to give him the grapes. So just for movement, running and jumping in mud is actually almost the same speed, but you don't consume stamina when you're jumping, so I'm mostly using that to save up stamina. Now that we have the grape, we can just go back to Poseidon. We're gonna have the grape in our inventory for a long time. It doesn't really matter because we're not cycling through our inventory a lot of time. Only for weapons we have to cycle a lot. Back. We go down, we will go to the right after that, but not for now. It isn't required for us for now to go there. I'm gonna prep up the voodoo doll because those guys can be killed with one voodoo doll. Grabbing the last potion I need. I need 3 more. I need 3 potions at this point of the game to be able to end the game. Get this gold. Shrink that guy. Back to Poseidon, which is happy to see that we killed the Minotaur. Will give us his key. Now we go to Athens. Just where we had to go. And that will be our next boss fight, which is 5th, if I'm not wrong. Oh, and those guys. Go to Athens. So normally, if you're playing this for the first time, you talk to Athena, which tells you to go kill Medusa and bring back her head again. And you can just keep the conversation and go fight her. One of the most dangerous places of the game right now. You will see like space in some part of this level in the screen, and if I fall down, I die instantly. Bring up ray gun and the bird. I'm gonna prep a volley there, but now I'm in range. I have the right diagonal, and the bird is mostly for diversion. Also, sorry headphone users for that scream. Change. Each time she screams, but not that kind of scream, a more a less aggressive scream. She just go back to the next area where I have to fight her. So I think she jumped there. She moved. Yeah, she moved. Oh. I need to heal up right now. Otherwise, if I got petrified, I would have died instantly. I'm setting up some ammunition. She's not moving. Now she's moving. And I'm gonna stop at 30 because I need those 30 for other enemies later on. That's really good because I got stuck in the animation of this switch, so I couldn't get petrified. And now what I'm gonna do is just fall down. So it's as fast as going back, doing the backtrack, except I don't have to miss a jump. And I'm getting back with even more stamina than before. I dropped down with 130, and now I'm back here with around 300. And that helps me having let me run a lot longer than if I just did a backtrack. Now that we killed Medusa, we were in the edge of the world, as said in the game. We are going back to Greece once again, and this time we have to make our way through an area covered in ice. And ice physics in this game are really bad. You can see I just slide all over the place. Hopefully the Medusa head is just a really powerful weapon, so the enemies doesn't really matter there, except those fishes. Got a green egg, so we can get a P key, and the H key I got earlier helped me open the area there on my left. Otherwise, I would have needed to go there first, get the H key from under this bot, and go there. I'm gonna use all these frogs because I don't need them, and same for this bird because I don't need him anymore. Picking up the snowballs. So snowballs have deals 2 damage per hit and freeze enemies. It's obviously really bad for normal enemies, but it's really useful for one thing, and you will see that much later. No, we're not quite yet in Greece. You have 3 gold. So we have to go through this area first, which isn't that bad for the first part, because we can just use the Medusa head to make our way through most of the enemies. The snowballs. I'm really low on gyros though. This guy. Or get the sticks. Keeping the sticks there because we need to take down those trees. And we can switch back to the head. You can see a really powerful weapon that kills anything instantly except bosses. Which is the blue version of this guy, of the first boss, but we don't need to. We really don't need to fight him, so we're just gonna skip it. Skip that fight. Switch to the sticks and bombs now, because skeletons can't be petrified. That's an interesting mechanic, and I'm okay with that. Ripping us the fire breath. Because we are going to make our way through those bees. Mud covered track with bees, which isn't really what we want. I'm gonna have to use more bombs for the last boss. Fine. Get the Medusa head, because those thieves doesn't take hits, but can be petrified. And if they bump to us, we lose gold and items. It's really bad, so don't ever get hit by those. And we're back to Greece. We have to open this door. Hopefully this guy knows the code.
42 to 3517.
Gonna go up at any point now. There we go. So he's giving us the code to the door. Each door code is random at the start of the game.
42 to 35.
So we never know, except for two. Two door codes are fixed. The other ones are completely random, so we need those mathematicians to help us. There is no person there because we didn't arrive at this area like at the same place we did last time. And spawns are based on where you spawn in the area. Wait for him to throw the rock, petrify him. I need to be really careful on health because I'm really low. I'm gonna pop up a gyro. I barely have enough for the next part, but I have enough. And that's what matters.
I predict pizza.
So say goodbye to Medusa's head, because we're not gonna have this weapon anymore. And let's do a small backtrack here. Slaloming between the soldiers, going there, just for one person to see it. He needs one more hit. He needs one more. Come on. Oh, that's it. This Cyclops has a really huge range, and if he's in the middle of an animation, he can't die from a little hit. So I just need to hit him without him having to do an animation. But I failed that, unfortunately. It's still good. Still okay. Back to Dionysus. Normally, the first time we met, he should have said that the Hydra stole his grapes. So we need to kill it to bring him the grapes. And but if we already did that, it just gave us his key, and that's it. Now we can proceed to the final areas of the game, which is where Hades lives. And another really bad area. The most atrocious area of the game. For that we need to go back to Athens again, but it will be the last time. Like, it's the second to last backtrack we have to do. Now we don't go right but up instead. We go there. You can access this anytime you want, but you won't have anything to do in this part. You can't do anything if you haven't cleared like either Hades or Dionysus. If you haven't cleared Dionysus. We need to talk to this guy. We need a magic potion to be able to go through this door. Magic potion tells you it will peak for 10 seconds, and if you ever enter the water while turned into a pig, you just die. no matter how much HP you have. You just like pigs can't swim. Go with CLS. We actually have to talk to him because he also has a favor to ask. We need to do a task for him, which is give him the golden fleece. The golden fleece is also our way to go to the underworld without having to die. So we are not technically going to give him the golden fleece. It still opens us this door. I got 5 spears. That's not useful.
Row, you dirty dog!
There we go. Now we can proceed to
Row, you dirty dog!
the area with the worst enemies. Because Cyclops have 100 HP, but they are big, slow, and doesn't hit for a lot. Those, however, Harpies have 100 HP, can fly, and deals tremendous amount of damage. If I get it, you will see why. Oh no, it didn't get it once. That's really good. Need to take this guy. He can go through enemies. Use a gyro there and make him go down there. Give us the code to this door.
1, 2. I predict safe.
Okay. Take this catapult to give him 2 gyros for this key. Don't fall down yet. Get this gyro. 5 hits. Put down. And the girl you just saw, all our predictions are true. Thank you. And if she predicts safe are gonna fall down the sky. Same for clowns. She can predict clowns, safes, pizzas, wasps, and gold. And if you get gold, you're really lucky because it rains down like 5 to 7 gold.
Row, you dirty dog!
But we don't really rely on this for the speedrun. Because we can get all the gold we need in other ways. Now I'm gonna use one of my last potions there to open this door, which the code is 2321 and is fixed on any version of the game. Get this item, this horn. We are trading for a key. And I'm using the voodoo doll there because those soldiers are 30 HP. And if I didn't use enough, if I used the bomb instead, I would have needed 2 of them, 2 bombs to kill one guy. And instead I can just shrink every one of them instantly. Jump to recover a bit of stamina and bring those lamias. Kill that fish to get a heart just above. Go. This small pond turns you into a pig, so don't bother. The water pond can either give you back full health or turn you into a pig. So, and you have no idea to know which one is which. So just try to avoid using those if you're in danger. It was that gold, we don't need it. And another boss again. It's mostly, yeah, go to an area, get a few items. Like a Zelda game. Like A Link to the Past, but not A Link to the Past. It has its charms. We are fighting the snakes. The giant snake. The giant snake has to take a certain amount of damage for each segment composing in. And since the flamethrower pierces every enemy in a line, it's really useful for this boss. Also, those hitboxes are really bad. And you have to do it. You have to do this twice, and you can't damage any brown part without having them all turning brown. And now it's gonna hide in one side of the screen and then a slither twice, and move from left to right or right to left, depending on where you went before. And now we are in the second part, so it's basically the same as the first part, but now we have to do it once more. Try to not be to not have the snake go around you, otherwise you can get really screwed. I'm almost done. Should be, this part should be going down quite soon. Yeah. Like two more parts, and we're good to go. One more? Yes. And we need to go there, can jump preemptively to not get stuck there. You got the golden fleece, which is here. If we use it there, it doesn't do anything, but it will be useful for one time. Go around that wall to avoid a cutscene. And we're back to where near Hades is.
Row, you dirty dog!
We are not going to talk to Alice, but we are going behind that trigger and go go to the underworld while alive.
Row, you dirty dog!
I'm gonna take the magic potion and go back to Alice.
Row, you dirty dog!
So for the bot, if you have a good rhythm, you can get it to move faster than normal. Can use the potion there, because again 10 seconds, we are turned into a pig for 10 seconds. And just wait here. And once we are here, just go down. I'm gonna take it slow because I don't want to backtrack again. The trigger can be really big. And we use the golden fleece to get to the underworld. This is it. This is where Hades lives. And it's quite similar to the area I went when I died after the Medusa fight. But this time, instead of going up, we are going down. We are going back to the depths of the underworld, using this gyro. We are probably gonna need it. A lot of skeletons. They go down fast with one bomb. And one more bit of stairs, and before going to Alice, we have to fight Cerberus. So that's where snowballs are really useful. It takes 3 snowballs for Cerberus to go down 1 step. It's about the same as the fight for Talos. You have to do a set amount of damage each time. So it goes back 1 step. And 3 snowballs is enough. And I don't know why snowballs do that, but another item that frees enemies, which is glacial breath, it doesn't do any damage but frees enemies. And even the glacial breath does damage to Cerberus, and I don't know why. Because it doesn't do damage to any other bosses, except for the 2 damage it should deal. And only for this boss. You see the tremendous amount of 1 or 2 hits showing up. It should be just enough. Because now one more time. After there are spikes there, and it's done. We go through this door, this passage, which is filled with skeletons and statues that spit off green goo. Probably acid, or I don't know what. Normally you get the A key there and then have to go back the first bridge. You get the code of his door, which is 232, but it's fixed, so you don't have to do this on the second playthrough. And you get a key back, a free A key, which is used there. You get this laser. And the H key, we are going to use it here to get 1 heart and flamethrowers. And on our way to the final boss. So we are fully set. We have a Pandora's box, a few gyros, which gonna help us taking health high. We are lacking of.
Now you're gonna get it.
Oh, get punched. I'm gonna use the Pandora's box first, then switch to gyros and using the thunderbolts. It is a tank. It has a lot of HP, and it has 2 faces. Now it's gonna just hit fire for a while until I can do enough damage. There we go. And now, actually, Hades is a robot controlled by Martians. It takes 10 hits to go down. Then a wave of aliens shows up. And again 10 hits. So if you can keep this rhythm, like going up left, up right, and the last one, get ready for time, it's gonna be right now. And that's it. That's Herc's Adventures for you.
All right, that was quite a game, I gotta say.
That's really condensed, and the fights are really condensed, but like a lot of backtracks, as I said, and some wacky stuff.
Well, thank you for showcasing Herc's adventure. We are going to go into a quick intermission momentarily while we get Silent Hill 3 set up. Now, we did already manage to get the incentive for the UFO ending showcase, so that'll be a thing. Before we go off, though, any final words from you, Chfou?
First, thank you for accepting this game to BSG Online. It has been a while since I've run this game, and I really like it because it was my really first game I worked on. Like, since I'm the first runner, I did all the route mostly by myself, and that was a game I didn't add to the chance to finish as a kid, and getting back to it was really good. So yeah, thanks for having me there. Thank you for accepting this run, and
yeah, thank you for showcasing.
sure.
Well, with that being said, we're going to go into a quick intermission. We will be playing some ads during this intermission, but right after that, we'll be back with Silent Hill 3. That'll also be it for me for today. I am going to dip out here, and I believe KTL will be taking over for me as the host for the next couple of runs. So have fun.